I'll say congratulations on everything you meant to this team.
Thank you.
We kind of got a, what's the right word, a vintage Nick Raimondo performance tonight. In your time with him, just what makes him such a good goalkeeper, and how has he been able to do this for so long?
I can't answer the second part of that question. Only Nick can answer that. But, I mean, yeah, tonight was just another Nick Raimondo performance, like you said. It's incredible. I guess he's turning 39 this year, I believe, and does it matter? I mean, he's still playing lights out. Before I came to the team, of course, I was playing against Nick for years, and I always thought he was good, but, you know, I never thought he was any better than some of the other goalies I had played with. I've actually been fortunate enough to play with some of the best goalies in the history of the league, but then coming and seeing him play every day, and that first year in 2007 when we really weren't that good, he was standing on his head each and every game. And it got to a point where I didn't think he could impress me anymore, and he continues to do so. Yeah, I mean, I think he's clearly the MVP of that game tonight, and it just seems to happen week in and week out. My father was a goalkeeper back in the 70s in the NASL for Philadelphia, and he always talks about just how remarkable Nick is, and we've seen around the league goalies give up just soft goals and weak goals from time to time, and it's just such a rare thing with Nick. I mean, maybe it's once a season, and you take it for granted when you play with him every year. He's just, first of all, he makes the spectacular saves too, like he did tonight, and keeps the team in the game and really wins it for them. But he also, his hands are unbelievable. He has the best feet in the history of the league, probably one of the best in the history of the world, which wasn't on display tonight as it usually is. I'm not sure if he picked up a little bit of a knock or something since Justin was taking some of the goal kicks, but just another remarkable performance. I don't know what else to say. It's humbling, and it means so much to me. It's hard to express. I just say thank you as many times as I possibly can. I really feel so grateful to the organization, to the guys on the team, to the fans. The way the team, the owner, the club handled this whole weekend for me and my family, I can't tell you. It was so first class. They went above and beyond to make sure that we were accommodated in every sense, and really gave me a chance to come back and just to thank the fans and be around the guys. And it's been so special since I actually announced the retirement a few weeks ago. The messages that I've gotten and people reaching out that I just wasn't expecting has been phenomenal and makes me feel so good. It was just a great night all around, and I'm so glad that the boys were rewarded for their effort, because that completes a great night, of course.
Chris, is there anything you can share with us about what you're thinking, what's next in your future?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out right now, and I'm ready to start working, but while a few things play out, there's a couple of potential opportunities that aren't concrete yet, and like I said, even though I'm ready to start working right away, I'm not looking to take a 6-month vacation or anything like that. I'm ready to pursue what's next, but since it's a little bit of a forced break, I'm okay with that too. Since I don't have children of my own and a family, it's okay that I take a minute to kind of wrap my head around everything and spend some time with my family back in New York, my parents and my sister and her kids, and my godson there. And so it's been a little bit of a forced break, but I'm enjoying it for sure. And I'm also enjoying the process of pursuing what's next. So I'm not exactly sure of exactly what that's going to be, but I'm excited about the possibilities and hoping to know sometime in the next couple months.
So Cosmos 2 did announce that you had signed. Will you give us some perspective on what's going on with that and what that decision process is?
Yeah, the coach, they've just announced is Carlos Mendez, who is their longtime captain, used to play for the Red Bulls, and is one of my closest friends. We've grown up playing together, and he called me a couple weeks ago and asked if I would be interested, and I said absolutely. I still love to play the game. Carlos and I had been going through off seasons together for the past 10, 15 years, and it was always us getting the guys together in New York and training. And we were still doing that this off season up until he knew he was going to retire, but up until I knew I was going to retire. And we're trying to get together a few times a week as it is. And now that he's going to be the coach, and he asked me if I was interested in playing with them, I said, great. They're going to play on Long Island. It's for a club that has so much history, and I know a lot of people within the organization. And it makes sense right now for where I'm at in my life. The NPSL schedule is not a long one. It's a few months long, and they understand where I'm at with trying to pursue what's next for my career after playing. And I think this will allow me to continue to do that while still playing, which I love, and staying in shape and playing some games, which is always the fun part, and playing with a bunch of guys that I know and enjoy playing with. So it's kind of a perfect scenario for where I'm at right now.
Sean?
Yeah, Chris, you mentioned you're a native New Yorker, so you obviously didn't grow up around here, but you kind of grew with this club in the local community from when you got here. We won't rehash it, but to winning MLS Cup and then obviously coming back after NYCFC. Just what has this community kind of meant to you as you've grown with the RSL?
Yeah, it's absolutely a second home for me here. I don't know where I'm going to settle down and live. Right now, my priority is to be in New York and make up for a little bit of lost time with my family there. But I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to live there for even the near future. At this point, in a different way, I think the job could potentially still be the priority. For the last 14 years, that's the way it was, and I was willing to follow the job wherever it took me. Right now, things are slightly different, which is one reason why I don't think I want to coach, because as similar to playing, you have to follow the job. And at this point, I'd at least like to have a little bit more say in where I live and where I end up. But coming here in 2007, I had no idea that I would be here for 10 of the next 11 years. But I'm incredibly thankful and feel blessed that I was able to spend that time here with such a great group of guys and a fan base. And that's what I said, I guess it was in the 100 Lions Club before, but there's 5 guys now who have been a part of this club for 10 years or more, and another few who have been a part of the club for 7, 8, 9 years. That's unheard of in MLS and for such a young league. Most clubs, if they have 1 or 2 guys, that's a lot. We have 5 and might have more in the near future. So that's a testament, again, to what this community means, how they support the club, and how much the guys enjoy playing for this club. I think that speaks volumes.